Well, over at the State House, a bill banning abortion at any stage of pregnancy with nearly no exceptions is now moving forward.
Now, the Senate Medical Affairs Committee voted to send this bill to the full Senate this morning after weeks of discussion. If it is approved, it would be one of the strictest abortion bans in the country. Our Josie Frost is joining us right now live from the State House with the very latest. All right, Josie, so what did you learn from earlier today?
Well, Christy, this bill is a big deal. Now, there's just a few weeks left in the legislative session, and lawmakers today did advance this abortion bill. Now, it bans abortion at any stage of a pregnancy, and it also eliminates those existing exceptions for rape, incest, and fatal fetal anomaly. Nearly 3 years ago, the state's fetal heartbeat bill was signed, banning abortions at around 6 weeks once a fetal heartbeat is detected. But after a vote of 8-3, a bill banning abortions at any stage of a pregnancy is moving forward. Senator Richard Cash has pushed for this type of legislation for years, saying it's about protecting unborn life.
Stopping the killing of unborn babies, protecting innocent human life, is the single most important issue I think we face, because it's a moral issue.
Under the bill, a pregnant person could be charged with a misdemeanor for getting an abortion, with up to 2 years in prison and a $1,000 fine. And anyone that helps that pregnant person get that abortion could get up to 5 years. The doctor who performs the abortion could face up to 20 years. The bill also makes abortion-inducing drugs, mifepristone and misoprostol, Schedule 4, and families could sue anyone who assists in getting the abortion. The bill would eliminate exceptions for rape, incest, or fatal fetal anomaly, which is a condition that indicates the fetus will die during pregnancy or shortly after. That's something that Tori Nardone from Women's Rights Empowerment Network experienced herself.
But because they couldn't get a very specific placenta sample, which was an invasive process and very painful, they couldn't definitively prove that. They could only see it on the ultrasound. And so therefore I couldn't get the care I needed in the state of South Carolina and had to leave.
Over the past 2 years, some lawmakers have tried to pass a total abortion ban, including a bill that Cash sponsored. It would have penalized people who got an abortion with up to 30 years in jail and a fine. That bill was rejected in November because of those penalties. This latest version has a smaller prison sentence for women, a compromise Cash says he had to make to get the bill moving. He says eliminating the exceptions is a crucial part of the bill that he doesn't want to compromise on.
The child is innocent in every case. If someone's got to die because of the rape, it should be the rapist, not the baby. Is it fair to the woman? Of course it's not fair. Is it a terrible situation to be put in? Yes, it's a terrible situation.
But this version is still too strict for some lawmakers, and it's not clear what support it has in the Senate among Republicans, who have a supermajority. Republican Tom Davis voted against the bill, saying he couldn't support eliminating exceptions.
I'm almost at a loss for words, Mr. Chairman. It is so far out of line, and I'm not really sure what we're doing here. This bill isn't going to get debated on the calendar. This bill couldn't muster 15 votes in that Senate.
Now, if the bill is passed by the Senate, it still has a long road ahead. It's got to go through the House committee process and be taken up on the House floor to even make it close to making it to the finish line before the session ends next month. Christy, Erica.
All right, thank you so much. And by the way, any bills that are not passed and sent to the governor's desk by the end of the session, like she just said, are dead for the year, and they're going to have to be refiled again the following year.
And as always, Josie is going to bring you much more and continuing to bring you the very latest on this bill at the State House. And you'll be sure to follow that on her social media pages as well as online on WLTX.com.